So today we're going to talk about a business strategy that turns everything on its head. It suggests that the absolute best way to win against your competition is to stop trying to beat them at all. It's called Blue Ocean strategy, and it's all about making your rivals totally irrelevant. Let's dive in.
Let me ask you something. Does your industry feel like a battlefield? You know that feeling, right? That constant grinding pressure to one-up your rivals, fighting tooth and nail for every little sliver of market share? It can feel like you're in this never-ending war just to stay afloat. If that sounds familiar, well, you're not alone. You're probably swimming in what the experts call a red ocean.
And that brings us to our first big idea, the red ocean. You gotta admit, that name is pretty intense, and it's intentional. The imagery is powerful, because this kind of competition, well, it can get absolutely brutal.
So what exactly is a red ocean? Simple. It's pretty much every market space we already know. Think about any established industry you can name. Cars, airlines, smartphones, you name it. Those are all red oceans. The boundaries are already drawn and everybody knows the rules of the game.
And let me tell you, life in the red ocean is tough. As more and more competitors dive in, the water gets incredibly crowded. That pressure just squeezes profits and suffocates growth. Before you know it, your once unique product starts looking just like everyone else's. It becomes a commodity. And the result? A bloody, cutthroat fight for survival.
It's just an exhausting way to do business, isn't it? But here's the thing. What if you didn't have to fight at all? What if you could just find open water?
And this, right here, is where the strategy gets its name. It's about leaving those bloody, crowded waters behind you and sailing out into the clear, wide-open blue, the blue ocean.
A blue ocean, you see, represents all the industries that, get this, don't even exist yet. It's the unknown, unexplored market space. And here, you're not fighting over the same old customers. No, you're creating entirely new demand. Think about Cirque du Soleil. They didn't try to build a slightly better circus. They created a whole new kind of entertainment that mixed circus arts with theater, and in doing so, they found a market that was completely untainted by competition. And look, the appeal here is massive. In a blue ocean, growth isn't just a possibility, it can be explosive and incredibly profitable. But the most powerful idea, the real game changer, is this. You make your competition irrelevant. How? Simple. By being the one who gets to set all the rules in a game you just invented.
Okay, so this all sounds amazing, right? But how do you actually do it? It's a great theory, but pulling it off requires a pretty fundamental shift in how you think about strategy. So let's look at the core idea that makes it all possible.
For decades, traditional business strategy has been dominated by this one idea, the value-cost trade-off. It basically says you have a choice. Either you can create a superior premium product at a higher cost, or you can be the low-cost leader. The assumption was you can't possibly do both.
Well, Blue Ocean strategy comes along and just tosses that old rule right out the window. It's not about either or, it's about and. The whole goal is to chase both differentiation and low cost at the exact same time. This is the engine that creates a new market. It's exactly what Cirque du Soleil did. They offer this unique, high-end theatrical experience while simultaneously getting rid of the huge costs of things like animal acts and big-name star performers.
This table really just lays it all out there, side by side. On one hand, you've got red ocean thinking, which is all about beating the competition in a market that already exists. But on the other side, blue ocean is about creating a brand new, uncontested market where there is no competition to beat. It's a total shift from fighting over existing demand to creating and capturing new demand. And it's all possible because you break that old value-cost trade-off.
Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds like a brilliant, but maybe kind of abstract idea. But here's the thing. The people who came up with this framework didn't just stop with the concept. They actually built a practical, data-driven system to make it happen.
And this wasn't just some hunch they had, no way. The entire strategy is grounded in a massive, in-depth study of strategic business moves that spans more than a century and dozens of different industries.
And here's why that's so crucial. It means this is an actionable plan. The research provides real, systematic tools and frameworks. It's a step-by-step process designed to help you explore a new market space, test your ideas, and ultimately maximize your chances for a big win while minimizing the risk. It's not just a theory, it's a playbook.
All right, so let's bring this all together. What does this all really mean for you and your business? How do you actually start to think like a blue ocean strategist? You know,
This one quote really just says it all. The ultimate goal isn't just to win the game you're in. It's to change the game so profoundly that the old players and all their old rules simply don't matter anymore.
So here it is. This is the practical takeaway, the mindset shift you need to make. It really comes down to 3 things. First, you have to stop pouring all your energy into outperforming your rivals. Second, you start redirecting that energy towards creating brand new market space. And third, you focus your entire strategy on a single question. How can we make what everyone else is doing completely and utterly irrelevant? And that's really the question I want to leave you with. Instead of just staring at that crowded, bloody red ocean of your current industry, start looking to the edges. Look at the people who aren't your customers yet, and ask yourself, where is my blue ocean waiting?